Welcome back to the Off-Grid Aussie family. So this video will be answering most people's main question, which is why? Why do you want to move off-grid? And I guess there's lots of reasons. Basically, well, for quite some time, me and Amy have both been saying to each other pretty much every day, there's got to be more than what we're doing. We get very bored each day. I mean, we have a lot to do, but it's nothing fulfilling. It's nothing that feels like it's getting us anywhere or we're achieving anything. So, and I've got a very big sense of adventure. Quite a few times in my life I've just packed up with the kids and moved to a different town. I've even moved right to Western Australia, which is on the other side of the country. So I've got a pretty keen sense of adventure. So yeah, I do like to get out there, do new things, and the off-grid thing pretty much includes all the sorts of things that I love, which is the outdoors, animals. I'm really into the solar power and things like that. So that's one of the main reasons. Obviously there's reasons like privacy. Where we live, you can't really do much without neighbours seeing. Not that it's an issue with neighbours seeing or anything like that, but you just feel like you haven't got any privacy. And we're in a rental for a start, so obviously we can't do anything we want to do to either the property or the house. Even if it's an improvement, why would you want to? It's not your. It's just gonna be an improvement for someone else in the end. At the end of the day. So yeah, that would be another reason. We're not running and hiding from the government or anything like that. Obviously the government's going to be the first people that know where we are anyway. But different lifestyle for the children as well. The boys are very into their games. Very, very into their games. If they had their way, they'd be sitting on their games 24 hours a day. If they had their way, Josh would sit there falling asleep. But when we take him camping, or when we take them all camping, they absolutely love it. They love getting out and they love doing things. So it could come back to basically for them, they're just bored. So we'll see how that goes anyway. And little Tucker and Matilda, well, they'll get bored up differently than the other kids did, and hopefully it works out in their favour, because the kids being stuck on the games like they are, it just really gets to me. You can't, I said to Josh the other day, do you think when you get older you're going to say to Braden, oh, you remember that day we killed the baddie on the game, 10 years ago? And Josh was like, no. I said, but do you think if you're out in the bush somewhere doing something and a wild pig came running out of the bush and chased you and you had to jump into water, do you think that might be something you remember and you might even tell your children? Or, riding motorbikes, and that's what, I guess it's just my opinion, and a lot of kids would disagree. Oh, the games are fun, blah blah blah, but there's more to life than games. So I guess that's a lot of the reason as well. And just a big change. A big change. A lot of the things that you do when you're living off-grid, in my opinion, are things obviously that you pay for. Like here we pay for our electricity. And it's very expensive electricity in South Australia. We pay a fortune for water, and the water is absolutely crap over here. You have to buy a new kettle every couple of weeks because the element clogs up with so much calcium. So all those sorts of things, I think, in my opinion, and we'll soon see, I think I can supply them for my family. Instead of sending all the CEOs on big expensive holidays, by paying through the roof prices for electricity, we can supply our own. And yeah, we'll have to watch it, and there might be times where we have to get the generator going. But yeah, again, it feels like it's more up to us than the power companies. I think one of the little kids may be awake. Just one sec. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Someone thought it was time to wake up, didn't they? So yeah, for me it's basically a very keen sense of adventure. The constant feeling of there's got to be more to life than what we're doing, which we're doing a fair bit. We're raising the children, putting them through school. We're both busy every day. It's not like, well, not, I guess there are some days where we're very bored, but there's always things to do, but it's not fulfilling things. So that's a big part of the reason as well. I just wanted to touch on the bloke who got murdered in our country, Australia, by the people that he broke into the house. Now, I can't remember the bloke's name, but he broke into the house in the middle of the morning, whatever it was. The father got up and caught him near or in the daughter's room, had him in a headlock apparently, and the end result was that the bloke was dead. Now, the guy that got his house broken into is now in jail, and there's a big uproar that he shouldn't be in jail. He was protecting his family, which I think nearly everyone would agree with. It's just so sad that now that family doesn't have a father to protect them at all. I think the laws in Australia really need to be looked at. You can't just accept people breaking into your house in the middle of the night, especially when you've got children in your house, and the law says, oh no, just stay calm, just stay calm. Well, we're all human beings, and in that situation, no one is going to stay calm. And I guess the law has to understand that. These are our children, and we will protect them. And if he did deliberately kill him, it would have been out in that heat of them. Like, if you don't have children, you wouldn't understand. But he would obviously regret it, because now he's not there for the rest of his children. He's not there for his family. But these things happen, and I think the law really needs to be looked at, where if someone comes into your house, you have a right to protect your little kids, because you need to make the jails a lot bloody bigger, because I'm telling you now, any decent father would be in a very similar situation. Anyway, that's pretty much all I've got to say on that. So again, thanks for watching. If you like the videos, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. If you've got any questions, put it in the comments. And I'm going to go give this one a little bottle, and we'll see you soon. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye, YouTube. Oh.